The conversation continues on Houston's Morning News with Matt Patrick.
KTRH News Time is 7:47. Joining me right now is Joslyn Johnson. She is the widow of a slain police officer, Rodney Johnson. Joslyn, thank you so much for joining us here on Houston's Morning News. Carl Wayne Buntion, career criminal, back on death row. Should these guys, Joslyn, ever see the light of day if they kill a police officer?
No, not in my opinion. No, I don't think so.
Of course, they were suggesting that Carl Wayne Buntion was abused as a child, really didn't have the mental capacity maybe to understand what he was doing. Do you feel that there's ever a defense for someone who takes the life of a police officer, or frankly anybody for that matter?
No, I don't. I'm sorry. There may be things that may have happened in their past that may have contributed to the way they are, the way they have become as a person. But no, I don't believe that there's an excuse for that.
And would you say then that you are someone who is pro-death penalty? Are you someone, and were you before your husband was slain?
I never really gave it any thought before then. Well, I did as far as police officers were concerned. Yes, I did believe that anyone who killed a police officer should receive the death penalty. So I guess, in my situation, it has reinforced my belief that, yes, I do believe in death penalty, especially for police officers and for other capital murder, heinous capital murders.
Are you still a police officer, Joslyn?
Yes, I'm a sergeant.
And so does this ever enter into your mind? I mean, I would think it would be very difficult to go out there every day knowing what happened to your husband, Rodney.
Yes, fortunately, I am in an administrative position. I'm in the office. So I'm not really affected out there in the street. So it's not the same as it was when I was on the street. So I'm not as affected. Yeah,
but you got a lot of friends out there, I know.
Yes, I do.
That are working the streets. All right, listen, Joslyn, hang on for me. When we come back, sure. I want to talk a little bit about Mara Irby, who is the widow of the police officer that was killed by Carl Wayne Buntion, and what she must be going through. You can certainly identify with that.
Hear about it. Talk about it now with Matt Patrick.
KTRH News Time is 7:52. I'm joined by Joslyn Johnson. She's the widow of slain police officer Rodney Johnson. We're talking about Carl Wayne Buntion going back to death row. Mara Irby, the widow, Joslyn, of the police officer that was gunned down in 1990 by Buntion. She's been raising two kids by herself since then. Tell me a little bit of what she's going through. I mean, only you would really know.
Well, hopefully at this point she can have some closure since he's finally been sentenced to death. And, well, some form of closure. She probably won't have complete closure till he is killed, probably. But, I'm sure she's going through all the phases of grief. And I'm sure she's relieved that, this trial phase is finally over.
Has she reached out to you at all? Have you talked with her? Is there an organization possibly of widows of slain police officers that maybe help each other?
Yes, there's Citizens of Police Survivors and several others that normally reach out to other widows when things like this happen, and they help the family with the grief aspects and any other form of assistance they may need. So there is a good system out there to help widows of police officers killed in line of duty. But I have never met Mara.
Joslyn, I want to thank you for taking the time. I know it's a difficult subject to talk about, but I sure appreciate you coming on with us here this morning and giving us some perspective that otherwise we couldn't possibly understand. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Have a good day.
You
Bye-bye.
bet.